This screencast is a demonstration of the StackExchange plugin for ThinkUp Alpha. After you install the plugin by dragging the StackExchange folder to your plugins folder, if you go to the settings page, you'll see, hey, you have a new StackExchange link. Click on this and you'll be brought to the account configuration page. If you click on Show Settings, you'll see there is a link to create a new application on StackExchange for ThinkUp. Click on this. You will be brought to the Stack Apps page where you can sign up for a Stack app, and you will get your client ID, your client secret, and your key. I'm going to pause this recording while I go and sign up for my secret information, because God forbid you get my secret information and you could look at my posts and do all kinds of horrible things with it. So we'll be right back. And we're back. So once you have entered that secret information, you can now click on the Add a StackExchange account link. This will send ThinkUp out to the Stack App site, authenticate your account, do a bunch of magic, and your StackExchange account will be associated with ThinkUp. Now this is your StackExchange account. It's not your Stack Overflow, your DIY, your Drupal Answers account. It's your grand StackExchange account that controls all of these StackExchange accounts. So that's why this account ID might not look familiar. So next, if you go to crawl, with that in place, ThinkUp will start its standard crawling procedure, which means, typically starting with Twitter, because that's what we all use it for. And we'll proceed to download your StackExchange information as well. Now, the initial import of this, if you're an active user, can pull down quite a lot of information, so this may take a little bit of time. Additionally, if it pulls down too much information, the crawler itself will not process the information it's downloaded. So what we're going to show you next is how you can use a simple AJAX queue we set up to make that processing go a little bit more quickly. And again, I'm going to pause the recording here while this download happens because the StackExchange stuff can take a while to download the first time. And we're back. As you can see, once the Twitter crawler has finished, the StackExchange crawler starts up. And you'll see a lot of fetching URLs from StackExchange and other various sundry things. You'll also notice an error message came up, skipping 273 rows of crawled results to parse. This is the problem I was talking about before, where because StackExchange information is a little more complex and there's a little more of it than for your standard sites, sometimes the crawler, if it has more than 100 rows to process, and that's an arbitrary number depending on your hardware, it won't be able to continue and it will stop. So rather than try to do that, the crawler gives you this error warning. And you will also see when you go to your Insights timeline, you'll get a little action required thing coming up, giving you a link to what I call the AJAX queue. If you click on this, you'll be brought to a queue page, and basically what's happening in the background is ThinkUp is making a single AJAX request to process each of its rows, and this makes this happen a little bit easier on the server. It can do one at a time. It's not running into memory errors or other problems like that. So once this process finishes, you will have a ThinkUp post table that is full of your StackExchange information. And that's the basics of what to expect on a first run of this alpha plugin. What I'm looking for help with is people who can think of great insight plugins or things we can do with the data, as well as help, get some of these sharp edges I've shown you in this screencast sanded down. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the GitHub.